Welcome back to the Mom's Pure Kitchen. Today we will be making chocolate protein Rice Krispie bites. These are the perfect on-the-go snack when you're running out the door in the morning, on your way to run errands, or just those times when you just need a quick bite and need something quick. Okay, the first step you're going to do is mixing the almond butter, and honey on the stove. You're just going to stir it until they're all melted and blended evenly. I went ahead and did that ahead of time, as you can see here. Next, we're going to mix our dry ingredients. I have my Rice Krispie cereal. I'm going to mix in my coconut. If you substitute the coconut because you don't want coconut, mix in something like chia seeds. This will help the mixture stay together better. Or you can just add an extra tablespoon of the protein powder. For this recipe, I'm going to be adding 2 scoops of the Mons Pura chocolate mousse hemp-infused protein powder. Works great with the designer version as well. I love the zipper on these pouches. They seal so easy. Don't make a mess. Okay, so I'm just going to mix these ingredients, the dry ingredients, until they're well mixed. Now I'm going to pour in my wet ingredients. Like I said, I already melted these on the stove, so they're nice and hot. You need to be careful not to burn yourself. I'm going to get all this out. Perfect. Okay, now we're just going to mix it until all the ingredients are well blended. Sometimes I find it's a little hard to get this all mixed with the spoon. So after I get it kind of blended with my spoon, I just take my hands and mix it by my hand. That way you can get all the protein powder and other dry ingredients that kind of fell at the bottom of the bowl. Okay, now we are ready to separate out the ingredients. Like I said, you can either roll these into balls, or you can grease a 9x9 pan and press it firmly into the bottom of the pan, freeze it, and then cut it into squares. Okay, another simple tip, as you can see my hands are pretty covered. If you spray your hands with no stick spray beforehand, it will just keep the material from sticking to you. So I'm just going to grab this mixture. I like to roll mine into about 1-inch balls. That seems to be the perfect bite-sized treat. Perfect. You can see I've got that nicely compacted, and I'm just going to lay them on this tray that I already pre-sprayed. You can also, if you don't have a baking tray, put them on parchment paper or a different tray that you've pre-greased. I'll just do 1 or 2 more of these. There we go. This recipe will make anywhere from 12 to 20 depending on how big you make the individual balls. So I'll let you figure out what works best for you. Once we've got the mixture all rolled out and how we want it, we're just going to plop that in the freezer, leave it there overnight so it can set up. Once it's set up, you can transfer these to the fridge so they're a nice chilled snack ready to go. I like to double the recipe and then transfer half of them to the fridge, keep the other in the freezer so they stay fresh, and then cycle through them. If you have another recipe similar to this that you think others would like to try, send it over to recipes@momspure.com.